and good morning, everyone. Grab the rain jackets and the umbrellas as you're heading out the door this morning. We do have some showers, especially south and east of the interstate. Seeing some heavier pockets of rain this morning as well. We are 15 degrees colder than we were at this time yesterday. It's 45 in Branson, 44 in Ava, 42 in Springfield, and 37 in Camdenton. With winds out of the north, our feel-like temperatures this morning are a little bit chilly. It feels like 31 in Camdenton, feels like 35 in Lake Ozark, and it feels like 37 here in Springfield. I expect temperatures today to pretty much be stuck in the upper 40s and lower 50s. I gave it the grade of an F on this gloomy Monday with those shower chances likely through the day today. Topping off at about 52 here in Springfield. We'll keep the light shower chances through the afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy and in the 40s again. Then tomorrow, a warm front's going to lift in. That'll bring additional shower chances. So here's what you can expect. A rainy and chilly day today. Warmer tomorrow, still with some showers. Will be drier Wednesday and Thursday, warmer and breezy. Both days, temperatures will be in the 80s. Then additional rain chances expected for this weekend. So here's a look at your 7-day showers today. A couple of showers again tomorrow. Warmer Wednesday and Thursday with temperatures in the 80s. Cooler on Friday with more shower chances, and then we'll be in the 50s both again Saturday and Sunday.
All right, Beth, thank you. And today we are putting a major focus on a local organization needing your help. The Boys and Girls Club of Springfield serves local youth through mentorship, before and after school programs, and so much more. We will be learning about the organization all day long and bringing you its unique stories. Color 10's Nija McDonald joins us now to kick off our day-long efforts. Nija, good morning.
Yeah, Jen, well, good morning. Many people have heard of the Boys and Girls Club, but some think that maybe they just serve at-risk or troubled youth. Well, the group does, but it also does much more than that. And I met with a local mom and her daughters that helped share this story. Now, Brittany Fear and her twin daughters, Layla and Lila, are a part of the Boys and Girls Club. Now, Fear says the group is a part of her village. She says when schools closed earlier this year, when she was thankful the nonprofit continued to serve families in a safe and meaningful way. Now, the nonprofit's mission is to enable all youth to reach their full potential as productive, caring, responsible people. The group focuses on mentorship, which Fear says is important. She says as much as she wants her daughters to tell her everything, she says she feels good knowing that they have staff members the girls can talk to as well. Fear also told me it's important for all kids to have access to opportunities they may not have had access to otherwise.
It gets that label of at-risk or troubled kids, but I think it's all kids can be here, and it promotes all kinds of opportunities for those kids. And I think sometimes those opportunities may not be known about because of those labels. So I think it's important that it is available to everybody and for people to know that.
Well, Fear tells me that she'll always have a sweet spot for the organization. She actually worked for it during her college years. Reporting live in Springfield, Nija McDonald, Ozarks First.
Thank you, Nija. And like many nonprofits, the Boys and Girls Club of Springfield has been hit hard by this pandemic. The organization hasn't been able to fundraise like they normally would, and that's one of the reasons why we teamed up with them to bring you stories all day long about who the Boys and Girls Club benefits and some of their crucial programs. We'll have those stories and much more right here on Color 10, as well as Ozarks Fox and OzarksFirst.com. You can help the group serve Springfield students, and it's as easy as sending a text message to contribute to these efforts. You can just text Support Great Futures, all one word, to 243-725. In news from around the region, thousands of people have signed a petition to get a teacher his job back in Arkansas. Jacob Morris has taught language and composition at Central High School in Little Rock for the last 11 years. He says he was forced to resign after telling the school he only felt safe teaching remotely. He says he made the decision to teach remotely back in August for the safety of his family during the pandemic.
It was working, and that's kind of the worst part. I think if it were not working, if parents had been complaining and students were upset and everything else, I could really understand why they would want to stop everything. But since everything was working so well, I don't know what changed.
The school district says students were given the opportunity to learn virtually for the entire semester. Teachers were not. They also released a statement that reads in part, quote, "The district is not able to accommodate undocumented health issues." In news from around the world, Australia's second largest city, Melbourne, loosened lockdown restrictions today as new and active COVID-19 cases continue to decline. Residents will no longer face limits on the time they can spend away from their homes for education or recreation. Previous restrictions allowed them to travel only 3 miles from home. Outdoor gatherings of up to 10 people from 2 households will be allowed, and golf and tennis can resume. Regulations will be further loosened on November 2nd with partial reopening of shops, bars, and restaurants. A church spire went up in flames and toppled to the ground. The spire in Santiago, Chile was reportedly set ablaze by protesters yesterday. The church is near a popular protest spot in the Chilean capital. Demonstrators just a year ago clashed with police in mass protests over inequality that left more than 30 people dead and thousands more injured. Firefighters tried to douse the flames but were unable to do so before the spire fell over and collapsed into the street. News from around America. Wildfire in Arizona continues to grow, now burning over 9,000 acres with 0% containment. Fire officials say the Horse Fire in the Prescott Valley is now the largest fire that's ever burned in that area this late in the year, and getting resources to help has been half the battle. Officials say they've had trouble getting resources because of fires burning in several other states. The fire has prompted numerous evacuations in the area. An investigation into the cause of this fire is ongoing, while officials say they expect it to burn for several more weeks. And the search is on for a man who is accused of shooting a Tennessee police officer. Authorities say Officer Terry Prescott was conducting a traffic stop when the suspect fired into his vehicle, hitting him. The officer was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Officials say the suspect fled the scene in his car, and that car was later found in a subdivision. But the suspect fled on foot. Several law enforcement agencies are assisting in the search efforts. Bringing you a traffic alert this morning, eastbound Cherry Street between Kimbrough Avenue and John Q. Hammonds Parkway will be closed for the next 3 months. Crews will be doing work on gas and water utility lines. This closure is expected to last through mid-January of 2021. Eastbound traffic is advised to follow the marked detour. The westbound lanes of Cherry Street will remain open. And now here's a look at what's coming up after Daybreak.
Coming up, join Tony DeCopel at America's Crossroads talking to voters in swing states about the issues that matter most to them. Plus, the co-creator of Black Lives Matter talks about ways we can unite to create change. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
All right, let's check in on some trends this morning. In New York State, the ban on plastic bags begins today.
Ooh.
This was supposed to happen back in March, on March 1st, but there was a lawsuit by plastic bags companies and that delayed that process, but the Supreme Court ruled that they couldn't do that, so the ban officially begins today. 23 billion plastic bags were being used in the state of New York.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that too. And it's, I mean, just to think about that number, 23 billion, it's hard to put that into perspective.
A lot of plastic bags.
Yeah,
really
and what
is.
it's doing to the environment. All right, let's check in on our weather here back at home. We're expecting showers for today and tomorrow.
Showers today, rain jackets needed. We'll be in the 50s. Then we'll have temperatures tomorrow in the 60s. Still some showers, just riding the roller coaster for the rest of the week.
All right, Beth, thank you. And thanks for starting your week with us here on Daybreak. We'll see you at midday.